Hey scumbags, I'm just doing this video really quick to basically explain how to do some farming techniques in this game. I got in a public lobby recently, and a couple of people didn't quite understand Alucard Farm. So basically, just run down. With jewelry store, this is the actual one that people had a hard time with. I don't really know how. I'm actually taking my time in this one, not really trying too hard, and it's pretty easy doing it by yourself. If you have 3 other people that are like-minded and want to get some cards too, you should be able to get a decent amount of money and do this quickly. You could do this in under 30 seconds. I've seen people do it before. I usually just shoot for the 1 minute mark and try to get, a few bags. Like I said, I'm not going really crazy, but I'm not going like slow either. I'm just, whatever. I think I did this a few times. By the time I recorded this, I was kind of not really into the mood rushing or doing it anymore. But as you see, it's quite easy. I even run back in and fucking get a little bit more jewelry, fuck it, But in a nutshell, you do this and it's about a minute or so, and you get your card. Bonus to this, you do get 5% stealth, but that's not negligible. You might really notice that a lot of the times. Unless you just like infamy and you're really low level. But that's it. That's basically how you do it. Just run in ECM and grab a couple of packages and run the fuck out. It's not very hard. Okay, mall crashers. This is one I particularly like to do. Not too many people farm this one that I know, but it's surprising because it's pretty fucking easy. All you have to do is bring a saw and a flamethrower, basically. And this one I don't mask up right away. I kind of go around the side. You can mask up as soon as you get in if you're really worried about speed. But I wasn't really worried about speed on this one. And if you notice, I'm pretty sure I finished this in less than 4 minutes. I mean, it's not the 1 minute, jewelry store heist. But you actually do get more money out of this. And if you're hopping back and forth doing them, you also won't get that, I guess, what is it, penalty for fucking farming cards, basically. But what makes this one pretty easy, and I just fucking totally for that civilian, I can really bad. What makes this easy is you can use the flamethrower and break all the glass in the game, mission or job, game, whatever, quite easily. I think it's more effective than using any of the rifles, like any conventional weapon, not going to break the glass as fast as that would. Even grenades, like a grenade launcher, it still takes a little bit longer to, I guess, get as much damage. I mean, you really rack up the damage when you use the flamethrower. Also, I like to bring hand grenades or dynamite. I prefer the hand grenades, I don't know why. So about fucking frag grenades tracking to me. But yeah, I usually use the grenades, throw them into a couple of shops so I don't have to run in. Usually when I do this with other people, I just throw a grenade in there. I mean, you can use the flamethrower to break all the glass, but basically when you blow up those couple stores and hit that car, you're pretty much done. And then I just go back to, fucking grinding out these ATMs. I would recommend that you get the helicopter coming as soon as possible. If you're playing by yourself, if you're playing with a group of other people, I wouldn't really worry about it. The 3 jerk-offs or 2 jerk-offs you're playing with, you should be able to rack up the damage pretty quickly, especially if you're just doing ATMs. Chaos. And see, this one I kind of fucked up a little bit. I almost missed that ATM. But if you watch the time when I finish, I can't remember what it was. I don't think I looked. It was a decent time. It was pretty quickly. I forgot how much money I made, but I mean, it's not bad, especially since you're, trying to avoid getting penalties for farming shit. It's good to throw this one in. Another one that's quite overlooked, I would say, is Aftershock. I don't think I have Aftershock gameplay on this video that I'm going to do, but Aftershock, you get a good amount of money for 15 minutes of gameplay. I mean, that is kind of long, 15 minutes, but I mean, considering that it's a fucking fun level to play, I really like Aftershock, so there's no escape afterwards. It's a decent level to throw into to break up the non fun. So if you're going to farm for a whole day, I definitely recommend jewelry store, mall crashers, and some Aftershock just to fucking make it simple for you. But I already got the helicopter coming, so I'm going to go ahead and grab some jewelry and get ready to GTFO. See, I did shit a little bit ass backwards. I wasn't going balls to the wall for speed or performance or really anything.
Wow, never seen anything like that. Now let me give you
This is just like I'm bored farming day, so I didn't really give a shit. Story of my life, not giving a shit. But this is actually a good like area to wait for the helicopter to come. A lot of people go to the wannabe Apple store, like some pear or some shit. A lot of people go there to camp, but the this room is a lot more shallow. So if anyone comes up to the front glass, it's easier to take them out with the flamethrower. If you're hiding behind that desk and somebody comes up to that glass, you're not going to really hit them with the flamethrower. The range is far enough on it. So I would say that's probably the best spot to camp, especially if you're using the flamethrower saw like combo while you're waiting for the helicopter. That's a good hiding spot. But Mall Crash is pretty self-explanatory. Once you try it a few times, you start getting it down to where you're doing it under 5 minutes. I've done it under 4 minutes a few times. So I mean, once you get the hang of it and get in the rhythm going doing this in jewelry store, you're gonna start getting cards and money pretty quickly. I mean, it's not maybe the best, but you're gonna get a lot of cards. Alright, so this is Horror Store. A lot of people actually farm this one. I don't usually farm this one. I think it kind of just takes a while to wait for the van or whatever. But if you're farming, and you're not trying to get the penalty, I can't think of what the fuck it's called. I've been trying to think of it the whole time. But the penalty for farming and doing the level too many times over and over, it's good to throw this one in just to break up the monotony. Like I said, I don't like waiting for the fucking van, and even on normal, I think it takes like a solid 2 minutes. I don't know, it's not really a long time, but by the time you see what time it is, you could have done 2 jewelry stores, and you don't really even get a lot of money out of this. I mean, considering it depends. I mean, if you get lucky like I did this time and there's a safe in here, you will get a little bit more money, but sometimes there's no safe and all you get is the ATM, or sometimes there's no ATM there and you gotta go get a safe. It could be up in the air either way. Jewelry store, every time you can do it and get a card and get the 5% stealth bonus if you practice. Not so much in jewelry with the Force store. Sometimes you gotta just fucking restart it because there's no ATM in the correct spot and all the safes are fucking small. Same thing with Mall Crashers. If you the setup's pretty much the same every time, so if you can do it once, you should be able to repeat it over and over again. So I like stuff that you can get consistency in, especially if you're farming. So Mall Crashers and Jewelry Store are probably my top 2 for farming, and Force Store and blah 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 blah. But I mean, this is one of the easier levels, and it's actually kind of fun to practice doing your stealth in this one, especially if you're new to doing stealth. This one's kind of good to practice with, because you got saves, you got the ATMs, you got doors you got to unlock, you got cameras. I mean, there's a little bit of everything. It's a good microcosm of what you're gonna face in the game, and it's at low enough difficulty to where if you're a noob, you can get used to doing some of the shit. I mean, when I first started doing stealth, I used to try to play a little game with myself, try to get all the civilians down, whether I killed them or tied them up, and not setting off any alarms, so I could just basically run free. Try to get all the cameras, try to get all the guards. And when you start doing that over and over, you get used to doing it. It'll make you better at stealth. So this is a good level. It's not completely useless, but it's not my favorite either. But that was a quick rundown of all the basically card money hacks that are in the game. There are a few more. I'll probably make a couple videos later on that. But these are really the basic ones, and a couple of them that I went over, I noticed people having trouble with. I was, in public lobby with a few noobs, and I figured since these are basic ones, and I've noticed a few people have problems with them, I might as well make a video, maybe try to help out a few people. But yeah, I hope this was informative. I hope you liked it. I hope you share and subscribe, and if you don't, well, you're a douchebag, and you can go fuck yourself. And that's about it. Deuce!